She sent me this before she died. My hands were shaking. There, on expensive cream-colored paper, were the words, "I never thought I'd see Liz. Please forgive me. I'm dying. Jennifer Collins." The name that still made my stomach turn after 30 years. The girl who turned my high school life into a living hell. And now, she wanted my forgiveness. Is this really happening after all these years? It was a Tuesday morning. I was going through the mail at my office when I saw it. A handwritten envelope. Nobody writes by hand anymore. I almost threw it away. Then I saw the return address, Maplewood Hospital, room 412, and that name, Jennifer Collins. My heart stopped. How dare she? How dare she contact me after what she did? I should have thrown it in the trash right then. But I didn't. I opened it. "Dear Liz," it began. Her handwriting was shaky, barely legible. "I know I have no right to reach out to you. No right to ask anything of you. But I'm dying. Pancreatic cancer. Stage 4. The doctors say I have maybe 3 months. 3 months?" I sat down. "Hard. I need to tell you something before I go. I need you to know how sorry I am. What I did to you. God, Liz, I was a monster. I destroyed you, and I've carried that guilt every single day since." Guilt? You felt guilt? Where was that guilt when you... My mind went back. 1985, Riverside High School. I was 16. My parents had immigrated from Poland 3 years earlier. We didn't have much. Dad worked double shifts at the factory. Mom cleaned houses. We lived in a tiny apartment on the wrong side of town. Jennifer Collins lived in a mansion on Hillcrest Drive. She had everything. Money, popularity, beauty. And she used all of it to destroy me. It started small. Whispers in the hallway. "Look at her shoes. Are those from Goodwill?" Laughter. Always laughter. Then it got worse. They'd knock my lunch tray out of my hands in the cafeteria. Rip pages out of my notebooks. Write things on my locker. Horrible things. The teachers saw it. They all saw it. Nobody did anything. Why didn't anyone help me? Why was I so alone? But the absolute worst day was prom night. I wasn't going to go to prom. Obviously. Girls like me didn't go to prom. But then I got an invitation. A beautiful cream-colored card slipped through the vent in my locker. "You're invited. We'd love to see you there. Everyone deserves a magical night." I cried when I read it. Actually cried. Maybe they didn't hate me. Maybe I'd been wrong. Should I go? Is this real? Could they actually want me there? Mom helped me make a dress. We couldn't afford to buy one, so she stayed up 3 nights straight sewing. Light blue cotton. Simple. But to me, it was the most beautiful thing in the world. I walked into that gym feeling like Cinderella. Jennifer was waiting by the door. With a bucket. I still remember the smell. Metallic. Thick. Warm. Pig's blood. She dumped the entire thing over my head. The music stopped. Everyone stared. Then someone started laughing. Then everyone was laughing. Jennifer leaned in close and whispered, "This is the dress you deserve, you poor little immigrant trash." I ran. I ran all the way home, that beautiful blue dress ruined. Pig's blood in my hair, in my eyes, in my mouth. That night, I stood in the bathroom with a bottle of my mother's sleeping pills in my hand. Why should I keep living? What's the point? Everyone hates me. I didn't take them. Obviously, I'm here. But part of me died that night anyway. The next Monday, I dropped out of school. Got my GED. Worked 3 jobs. Put myself through community college, then university. I built this life brick by brick, alone, with that memory. Always there in the back of my mind. And now Jennifer wanted forgiveness. I brought the letter home. That night, I sat at the kitchen table staring at it. My daughter Sophia came in around midnight. She saw my face. I told her everything. The whole story. I'd never told her before. Never told anyone the details. She listened quietly, then said something that hit me hard. "Mom, you've carried this for 30 years. I see it in you. The way you flinch when someone raises their voice. The way you never trust anyone completely. Is she right? Have I been running from this my whole life?" "Going to see her isn't about Jennifer," Sophia said. "It's about you. It's about finally putting this down. I thought about it for 3 days. Finally, I decided I would go to that hospital. Not to forgive, to make sure she understood exactly what she'd taken from me. Maplewood Hospital is on the east side of town. 40-minute drive. I don't remember the drive. My mind was blank, or maybe too full. What am I going to say? How do you sum up 30 years of pain in one conversation? Room 412 was at the end of a long white corridor. I stood outside the door for 5 minutes, my hand on the handle, breathing. I pushed it open. There was someone in the bed, but it wasn't Jennifer. It was a woman, maybe early 40s, with Jennifer's eyes but kinder. Tired. She looked up. Are you Liz? Yes. Where's Jennifer? Her eyes filled with tears. She's gone. She passed away 2 months ago. The floor tilted. I grabbed the chair to steady myself. 2 months, but the letter. She wrote it a week before she died. Made me promise to mail it exactly 30 days after she was gone. She said you'd need time to think. And she wanted to make sure she didn't chicken out. And try to stop you from reading it. Gone. She's actually gone. I'll never get to tell her. I'll never. I'm Emily, her daughter. She asked me to meet you here. She left something for you. Emily handed me a thick manila envelope and a bank book. What is this? Open it. Inside were photos. Old photos. Jennifer as a little girl, maybe 7 or 8, with a black eye. Jennifer at 10 with a split lip. Jennifer at 13 so thin you could see her ribs. And a letter. Longer than the first. Dear Liz, if you're reading this, I'm gone. Good. I don't deserve to see your face when you learn the truth. The truth is, I envied you. I know that sounds insane. You had nothing. I had everything. But you had something I never did love. Your parents adored you. I saw it every time your mother picked you up from school. The way she smiled at you. The way your father called you his little star. My father beat me. Regularly. My mother drank herself unconscious most nights. At school, hurting you was the only time I felt powerful. The only time I felt anything at all. It doesn't excuse what I did. Nothing excuses it. But I need you to know you weren't weak. You were never weak. You were strong enough to survive me. I wasn't even strong enough to survive myself. The letter went on. After graduation, I followed your life. From a distance. Creepy. I know. But I needed to see if you were okay. I watched you get that scholarship. Start your business. Become successful. Every achievement of yours felt like proof that I hadn't completely destroyed you. This bank book contains $500,000. Everything I have. I'm not trying to buy forgiveness. I'm asking you to use it to help kids like you. Kids being bullied? Kids who feel alone? Do what I never could save them. She watched me. All these years she knew. I looked at Emily. Did you know about what she did to me? Not until she got sick. She told me everything at the end. She said carrying that guilt was worse than the cancer. I held the bank book, $500,000, and I realized something. For 30 years, I thought forgiveness meant weakness. I thought holding on to my anger made me strong, made me powerful, proved I wasn't a victim anymore. But sitting there in that hospital room, holding that letter, I finally understood. Confucius once said, if you repay hatred with hatred, the hatred never ends. But if you repay hatred with virtue, the hatred disappears. Jennifer's first arrow hit me 30 years ago. That pig's blood, that humiliation, that pain. But every day since, I'd been shooting a second arrow at myself. The arrow of resentment, of bitterness, of never feeling good enough. Was my success really mine? Or was it just me trying to prove her wrong? 3 months later, I opened the Jennifer Collins Foundation. We help bullied kids. We train teachers. We fund therapy. We create safe spaces. Last week, a 15-year-old girl came to one of our events. She reminded me of myself. Quiet, scared, alone. She told me our program saved her life. And I thought Jennifer's arrow destroyed me. But I'm using that same arrow to build something beautiful. That's not weakness. That's the strongest thing I've ever done. Forgiveness doesn't mean what happened was okay. It means I'm not going to let it poison the rest of my life. It means I won. The end. Don't forget to share this with the people you care about. Please subscribe me and see you again.